the Spider-Man trilogy and Sam Raimi's very own MJ, Kirsten Dunst, recently talked about her experience on the set of those films and how she felt uncomfortable being labeled a girly girl. So once again, this comes at us from MJ herself, who was recently talking with Marie Claire about her experience in Hollywood, you know, her sort of rise and then ultimately hitting it super big with the Spider-Man trilogy, being MJ, all that, right? And she talked a little bit about signing on, how the film was handled, her character, and all that. And she reveals that on the set, between takes, when they would walkie-talkie, when they would talk about her character, they would just reference her as girly girl. We need girly girl. We want the girly girl on set. And she says that this made her feel very uncomfortable on the set and around others that were saying that. If you guys want more, she goes more into this. But again, this is the crux of it. I'm kind of giving you a summation of it. And, you know, I kind of get it. I've seen people talk about this and, like, make fun of her and say, oh, just get a thicker skin or whatever. This is so dumb. Like, yeah, look, back in 1999, 2000, all right? Derogatory terms and things like this were just more common. It's just a fact. You know, go watch old shows from the early 2000s. Some of the things they say, do, how they reference to one another, shows where you're literally, like, in a competition to just, like, sleep with a random girl or something and say the worst things about them were everywhere. It was just like the shock jock era, right? And I'm not excusing it, but back in the day, you know, this was something that would happen a lot. And yeah, you know, she wasn't comfortable with it, so she talks about standing up for herself and being like, yo, don't call me that. I don't like it. It was just, unfortunately, something that did happen a lot more. Obviously, you know, culture has changed, and we're getting rid of things like that, and people are trying to be a little bit more aware of feelings and all these things in society. But again, it's just a very, very weird thing. And back in the day, it was the worst. You know, go, if you want a crazy world of how the world has changed in entertainment, if you know professional wrestling, you probably know what I'm talking about. Watch pro wrestling from 1998 and compare it to 2010 and then 2024. It's like it's not even the same thing. Back in the day, you could say and do the worst things on TV and nobody batted an eye. 2010's a little more reserved. Now, whistle clean. Like, they don't even say damn. You know, and back in the day, middle fingers, crotch chops, and people running around literally in underwear on TV saying the worst things. It's just how it was, and hopefully we've gotten better as a society. Depending on where you look. Definitely not the YouTube comments.